A very good day to all of you. Boy, I'm really glad to see you all again in this video. For today's lesson, it will be on Pulse 2, Unit 5, page 59, on topic making suggestions. Now, we make suggestions every day, whether to others or to ourselves personally. So there will be 3 objectives for the lesson. Alright, here, objective 1, we shall listen to a dialogue regarding making suggestions. And objective 2, we shall write a personalized dialogue. So over here, I will teach you how to write a dialogue in making suggestions. As for objective 3, which is to act out your dialogue, and it has something to do with role play, we shall do this after this video. Alright? So these are the objectives for the lesson today, and now we shall head on to the lesson. On page 59, integrated skills, making suggestions. So here you can see a picture of 2 students, 2 teenagers, having a conversation with others, and they are making suggestions. As you know, on the left here is Nina, and on the right is Chris. So in exercise 5, you are required to read and listen to the dialogue, and then you need to complete 1 to 5 in your notebook or in your exercise book. So here's the picture, and as you listen to the dialogue, you may jot down the answer, alright, in your notebook or in your exercise book. So I shall read this dialogue now. Alright, I shall start with Nina. So, what shall we put in the time capsule? And Chris say, how about a CD? Then people in the future will know what kind of music we'll listen to. But people in the future probably won't be able to play CDs. There won't be CD players then. Yes, you're right. I didn't think of that. I know. What about a menu from a restaurant? What's interesting about that? It'll show people in the future what food we ate. That's a good idea. Maybe they won't have pizza in 50 years' time. Exactly. We could also put in a copy of today's newspaper so people can see what happened in the world. Great. That's 2 things. Now, let's think of 1 more. How about a photo of us? Now, this is the dialogue between Nina and Chris. As you come to notice here, when it talks about something in the future, alright, it will show people in the future, and here they are using past tense because suppose that people found something in the future, and therefore we write something, in past tense. Alright, so that's how we should write our dialogue later on. Alright, if you have any question regarding this, please drop me a message. Now we are going to write down the answer. So in your exercise book, please write down the day and the date. And Pulse 2, page 59, making suggestions. Exercise 5, complete 1 to 5 in your exercise book or notebook. So on the left, Nina, on the right, Chris. And these are the bolded words. 1, 2, and 3. Right? So what's the answer for 1? Recall what you have listened to the dialogue that I read to you just now. Okay, 1 I shall write down. CD. 2, we won't be able to play CDs. Alright, there's an S, a little s, a small s here. That means more than one CD. And 3, what about a menu? Okay. And then 4, to show people in the future, we ate. What food we ate? And here, maybe they won't have pizza. Alright, these are the answers for 1 to 5. For exercise 7, copy the phrases in bold. Alright, so I shall write down the 3 phrases in bold over here. As you can see, you have the text with you. So these are the 3 phrases in bold that you shall write down. Alright, I shall write it here. What shall we? And a question mark here. 2. What about a ... question mark. And the third one here, that's a good idea. Alright, so the first part is done. What about the second part here? Question 1. What 2 things would you put in a time capsule? Well, it really depends on the person. Whatever things that you want to put in, make sure that it is something that you feel that people would like to know about in the future. Alright, and for me, I guess I shall put 2 things here. 1, I would put a mobile phone. Now, what type of mobile phone? It doesn't matter, as long as it's a mobile phone from the current year, and it could be something like, smartphone. Yeah. Alright, smartphone, that's what we have here. But do not put a workable one, because we still need to use the phone if it's working. So you may put something like this type of mobile phone. Now this is already spoiled. This type of mobile phone is a bit old, a bit outdated. Yes, it's some kind of a smartphone, but there are so many versions. Alright. Okay, so it's not working anymore. So this is what I'm going to put in. And next one, 2, maybe I'll put an analog watch. And of course, this watch wouldn't work anymore. It's something like this. Alright, so, well, these are the 2 things that I would like to put in a time capsule. Right, so coming to question 2. Write your suggestions and the reasons why you think they will tell people in the future about life now. So here I would put down like this. First, I'll put in a mobile phone, in a time capsule. Why? Well, so people in the future can see the time can see the type of mobile phone that we used. Now here, be careful, we are using past tense here because when the people look back, well, then we should use past tense, like what is being shown in the dialogue between Nina and Chris. So the phone that we use, that we used in this era. With limited functions. Alright, what about the second item? The second item would be an analog watch. Which we use now. Yeah. Alright. So people can realize or can find out the basic functions of an analog watch which we use now. Alright, now using past tense again, which we used. Or, and then you add in, which we used, and how we looked at time. Now, so that will be my answer. Okay? So that's it for exercise 7. Coming to exercise 8, you are required to write a new dialogue. Write both parts. Use the dialogue in exercise 5 to help you. So before you write a new dialogue, you may use the communication kit here to help you to draft out the dialogue. So in making suggestions, these are the words that can help you, alright, in writing the dialogue. So what shall we? What or how about a? Why don't we? Let's. Maybe we could. Then will. So here's the communication kit that you may use in writing a new dialogue. In fact, you can even use part of the dialogue here in exercise 9 to start your dialogue. Alright, so here we are going to start writing the dialogue. Here we go for the writing of a new dialogue. And here I shall use two characters named Lily and Aziz. So here we go. I will start with Lily. So what shall we put in a time capsule? She asked. So, what shall we put in a time capsule? And Aziz asked, what about, yeah, that's how he replied, yeah? What about a mobile phone? Then people in the future will know the type of mobile phone and perhaps the communication technology we rely to now. Yeah, rely to means where we depend to or depend on now. Okay, so Lily says, I guess people in the future won't use a mobile phone anymore. There won't be mobile phones then. So this is part of the writing that I refer to exercise 5. There won't be mobile phones then. Okay, now Aziz's turn now. Yes, you could be right. Now for this one, I'll add a little bit more. They might use a pea-size device or even smaller smaller one for communication. Okay, if you don't want to write that long, you can just stop right here. Now next, it will be Lily's turn now. Lily's turn. Why don't we put in an analog watch too? Question mark. And Aziz asks, why would you put in such a watch? Question mark. Well, Lily answered, well, it'll show people the basic and simple features of a watch we used, and how we look at time now. Remember, here we use past tense, right? Because it's for the future people to look back. Now, how would Aziz answer her? Aziz says, "That's a brilliant idea." With an exclamation mark here. Maybe, just maybe, yeah? Maybe they won't have more, maybe they won't have watches in 100 years' time. In 100 years' time. Yes, in 100 years' time. An exclamation mark there. Alright. So we have a little bit more to go. And Lily answered, "Exactly." Exclamation mark. And Aziz here make another suggestion. Maybe we can also put in a copy. So instead of newspaper, instead of today's newspaper, we change it to a copy of a tour package flyer. Alright, so why? And then we carry on. Then people will see the differences of today's trend of traveling and, of course, the fees itself as compared to their time. And then how will Lily answer? Wonderful. An exclamation mark. That's 3 things. Now, let's put in one more to make it 4. To put in one more, put in one more. You can stop right here if you want to, or you can continue. Now let's put in one more to make it 4. Alright, or you can just stop right here, no problem. And Aziz make one last suggestion. How about now, instead of what Chris say, how about a photo of us? Aziz can make a different suggestion of how about a doodle? You know, doodle means simple drawing. A doodle of us. Okay, so that is the new dialogue that I prepared for you, and you can write it in a different manner. All right. If you have any suggestion or comment, well, please let me know through the comment box. Drop me a message then. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and have a great day.